for this, our main event of the evening. For the champion 29, the challenger 33, GSP, will have a 3-inch reach advantage. With the official introductions, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the Quebec Commission. Commissioners Michelle Hamlin. Our 3 judges scoring this contest are Nelson Hamilton, David Therian, and Jack Woodburn. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. From the sold-out Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Welterweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, holding a professional record, 17 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 169 pounds. Fighting out of Fresno, California, presenting the challenger, Josh Koscheck. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding professional record, 20 wins, 2 losses, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, George Rush St. Pierre.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. Gotta keep it clean. Touch it up. Make it official.
Oh, no touch of the gloves. Koscheck backed up. GSP against Koscheck for the welterweight title. Here we go. St. Pierre in the blue, white for Koscheck. 5-minute rounds.
And what's interesting is that Josh Koscheck has said that what he wants to do is keep this fight up. Let's see if that's the case.
Not long. Can he get back up though? 20 seconds in, takedown GSP. Koscheck wall walking.
Nice jab by George.
Spectacular striker. Outstanding wrestler.
Well, the difference between them as a striker is that George is very technical with his striking. Josh knows he's got big power in his right hand, and he will wing that punch.
Started training in martial arts at age 7 to GSP. Karate black belt, very, very young. 1-1-2, and a big jab again.
He's found a home for that jab, Mike. Right away, he is outstriking Josh Koscheck.
He already caught Koscheck under the right eye.
And Josh is pressing forward, and as he does, George gets him again.
Koscheck avoids that time. There's the big swing. Koscheck avoids the takedown.
And George is jabbing not just to the face, but to the chest as well.
And those are stiff jabs he's throwing out there. St. Pierre again leads with the jab.
The jab and the inside leg kick.
Mixing it up. Perhaps looking to set up another takedown attempt.
And Josh is swinging with that right hand. Oh, he tagged him.
Got him with that second jab big time, Joe. Can he stuff it? Yes.
He stuffed it, and George eats a knee.
So that's the second stuffed takedown for Koscheck here in round 1. GSP with one takedown thus far.
Well, GSP, what he does is he waits for Koscheck to respond, and when Koscheck responds, he automatically shoots in.
Koscheck is looking to land that big right hand.
Koscheck is starting to swell under his right eye, Mike.
It's from those jabs of George St. Pierre.
Yeah, that's a stiff jab. Oh,
and again he catches him.
And those add up. Oh, he rocked him with that right hand.
Set up with the jab.
And Josh is moving his mouth around a lot, Mike.
Head kick. St. Pierre.
See how he's moving his lips and his mouth? It's because his jaw got rattled.
St. Pierre keeps the left hand up. Again.
Inside leg kick again and jab.
Too quick so far, Joe.
Well, too technical is what it is.
Yeah.
He's just fighting a very technique-oriented attack.
Now Koscheck tries to answer with a couple of jabs of his own.
With Koscheck, George knows that the attack is always coming from the right side. The attack is coming with that big right hand.
George slips it. St. Pierre literally trains all over the
Josh
world.
is blinking now. His eyes are watering. It's landing on his nose. And now Josh is taking chances. He's wiping his face as well.
Again with the inside leg kick. Now it's Koscheck thinking about a takedown.
George stuffs it for now.
1 minute on the clock here in round one. Koscheck trying to put St. Pierre on his back. Haven't seen that in a long time. Working hard for the takedown. St. Pierre.
Josh is trying very hard for this takedown.
Still able to avoid. Does he get it? Yes. Koscheck with the takedown. Late in round one. 10 seconds. Greg Jackson.
Breathe. Just breathe. George, look at me. Relax. Find your center.
You're eating him up with that jab, baby.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
Listen, all the way out, all the way in. Okay?
George, start being first, all right?
Nice work out there, okay?
Let's take a look at these strikes. This is why Josh Koscheck's eye is swollen. It's the crisp, technical striking of George St. Pierre. That snapping jab. Doubling it up and tripling it up, along with inside leg kicks. And that eye is not good.
GSP did some training with Freddie Roach. He said he loosened him up a little bit. George was square, a little bit tight. The game plan to avoid the overhand right, to technically outstrike him, and we've seen good examples of it already in this fight.
And as that eye swells up, he's going to miss attacks coming from that left side. He's not going to see them. George's left hand, his left kick. And Josh is aware of that. He's being a little bit more hesitant. Note how he's staying on the outside more.
And keeping that right hand up. Koscheck trying to counter. St. Pierre, 14 UFC victories.
Superman jab. Now George is teeing off on him, Mike. He's putting a lot more pop into these shots. He senses that Josh is a little more hesitant now, and he's digging in with his strikes more.
Sitting down on those punches, throwing the power jab. 23,000 supporting GSP tonight.
He landed that jab again hard, right on that swollen eye. And it's almost closed now, Mike. That eye is going to be grotesque.
Yeah, that first jab of the night started the continuous swelling underneath the eye of Koscheck, and he's continued to punish that same area.
The jab is the most underutilized weapon in MMA, and George St. Pierre is really scoring with it tonight.
We're reminded once again how good a striker St. Pierre is.
Well, it's one of the things that he showed as a coach on the show, that he's willing to surround himself with the very best athletes in every discipline, bringing in Freddie Roach to help him with his boxing.
George starting to taunt Josh a little bit. One of the premier athletes in the world, George St. Pierre.
George is doing a great job of avoiding that right hand. As he throws the jab, he ducks under. When the right hand comes over the top, he ducks under and his guard is high. He's obviously prepared for it. See that? He's obviously prepared for that right hand.
They game planned for that for months and months, Joe. They know that's Koscheck's big punch. Superman punch by GSP. Koscheck, there it is.
It's a swinging right hand. It comes around, it's not coming straight, and because of that, George is able to block it every time. And he can't take too many of those jabs on that eye, Mike. He threw a kick to the body. Hard kick to the body by George.
Caught him again. The hip snapped right back.
That one wobbled him.
Double jab. 1-1-2.
Lit up.
Can Koscheck slip under and take GSP down again? George looks at the clock. 1:35 remaining in round 2.
The thing about that eye, Mike, is there's not much they can do about it. I mean, they've got a minute to put an end swell on it, which is a piece of metal that you stick in ice in between the rounds. It's very cold, and they'll try to press. Oh, he landed
good combination by Josh Koscheck.
He landed a hard uppercut, Mike.
Koscheck throwing the combination effectively a moment ago. 1 minute left in the round. Again, he looked for that uppercut.
Yeah. Well, you know what? He's mixing it up. He sees that George is keeping his guard high to try to avoid that right hand, so he snuck it through the middle and up.
That kick was checked. Koscheck.
The double jab is the one that keeps landing stiff.
Koscheck goes 1-3. Goes with the jab and the hook.
Yeah,
switch kick.
He's looking for that high kick on the left side because of the eye. And that 15. Is the kick that he rocked Matt Hughes with before he stopped him.
Final 10 seconds of the round. He changes his stance. Pushing forward at the end of the second round. GSP.
You see Leon Tams immediately working that end swell. He's going to try to press some of that swelling away from the eye.
You got to put those punches together, all right? You're waiting way too much. You got to come at him and put 2-3-2 together, all right? Put them together. You got to keep that hand, you got to keep that right up, and you got to let him go. Just punch. Crowd him, start crowding him. It's time to start putting the pressure on him, all right? You can put him back, put him down too. All the way in.
Bob Cook, Greg Jackson.
Stay eye level, baby. You're doing perfect. Same thing, eye level. Watch the uppercut when you go down. He's going to try the uppercut because the overhand run is not working. Let's go, baby. You're doing great. Okay, let's go, guys.
He was warned to look for the uppercut. The one that Koscheck connected with late in round 2. round 3. The battle continues. And right out looking to establish the jab is the champion.
He nailed him with that right hand. Josh Koscheck's corner is urging him to attack. They're saying that he's hesitating too much. Again with the inside leg kick, and he comes up high.
And then the Superman punch, leading with the left. Koscheck trying to put a little more pressure on George here early, as they talked about in the corner. But to do so, he's got to avoid that jab.
You know, George's strikes, one of the things that's so good about him is the same reason why he's such a good takedown artist. It's his ability to cover distance so quickly. He does that with his jab, and he does that with his takedowns.
They battle on the fence. Both men in tremendous physical condition. St. Pierre showcasing his stand-up skills tonight. Trying to get control here. Coaches on this recent season of The Ultimate Fighter. St. Pierre kept his cool throughout the entire time. Koscheck taunted him continuously. George said he'll answer all of his statements tonight, and so far he has.
George is dropping down. Josh gets his hips out.
Koscheck with that world-class wrestling base has stuffed some takedowns, but GSP able to win on the feet. They split.
Again with that stiff jab.
Midway point of the fight, Joe. Championship fight. 5 5-minute rounds.
You know, look for George to start with the jab hook. He's been throwing that jab and then the double jab. Because of that eye, and another effective strike would be the jab hook.
There's the jab. Koscheck and St. Pierre tie up one more time. Koscheck training at AKA in San Jose. Great team there. John Fitch, Mike Swick, heavyweight champion Cain Velasquez amongst the great fighters on Koscheck's side.
Don't hold the gloves.
Again with that inside leg kick.
He's lighting up the inside of that leg. Koscheck holding that right hand up.
He's timing that jab brilliantly.
Under a minute. Koscheck looks at the clock. Man, not even close. Not even close.
He's opening up now.
30 seconds. Left here in round number 3.
Koscheck has got to find a way to land something. He's got to get George's respect. Whether it's kicks, whether it's trying to take him down. He's got to do something different here, because standing right in front of him and getting into a jabbing contest, he's coming up short every single time. And again, and again, and again.
Kick at the end of the round by GSP.
Hey, don't worry about it. Go in front of him. You're a warrior. Hey, you're a warrior. All right, here, take some water. Calm down and listen to me. Now listen, circle and jab. You need to make sure you keep your hands up. Circle and jab.
Good.
Understand me?
Ross, George, he needs a knockout. You won the first 3, and he's never been to round 4 and 5.
And here we see over and over again the strikes of George St. Pierre, landing those jabs, leaping in. The Superman jab, over and over again, finding Josh Koscheck's face.
I'm out there for you, Josh.
Medical staff looking at the eye of Josh Koscheck.
Huh? You cannot see on the right.
Get that Chris Kringle dude out of there. He's fine. Oh no, get out of there, dude.
Koscheck wants to continue. Herb Dean.
Yeah, Herb Dean knows what's up.
Yep, you got that right.
Get out of there, Chris Kringle.
It's not Christmas yet. Round 4. First time Koscheck has fought in the championship rounds. First shot at the title for Koscheck. GSP looking for his 5th title defense. Going for that right side again.
George is really picking it up now.
There it goes. Big takedown by GSP. He's got his back. Koscheck trying to stay out of trouble here.
Koscheck is going for a leg. George's got to be very careful.
St. Pierre with a tremendous pace here in this grappling contest. Knee.
He need him in that eye. That right eye is jacked. He can't see those knees coming.
The explosiveness of George St. Pierre is as dynamic as any athlete in the world.
Yeah, it's his ability to cover distance. It's like, you know, he leaps forward and he covers so much ground.
Round 4. Under 3.5. Watch for the jab. All that being said, though, Joe, Koscheck's one overhand right from changing this fight drastically.
Or uppercut, or kick.
As the battle continues, now at the midway point of round 3.
When Josh throws that jab down, note how he pulls away quickly because he's worried about the counter.
Yep. And that was established early.
Yeah, he's just not covering the same kind of distance that George covers. Even when George jabs, watch how George like leaps forward as he jabs.
Koscheck caught him on the back. Oh, clipped him with the left.
Nice counter left hook.
Pushed aside. St. Pierre putting on a clinic. 2 minutes remain in round 4.
Josh Koscheck may have hurt his foot, Mike. Something happened in that last exchange where he bent down and he touched his toe. It might be nothing.
Oh, there's the hook you talked about, Joe. Didn't lead with the jab, but connects with the hook.
And the inside leg kick again.
Wow, both won. $115. Welterweight Championship, St. Pierre. Koscheck. So quick with those kicks. Koscheck is just trying to find his own range, and he can't.
Yeah, he's been hit so many times in that eye.
Yep.
He's so concerned. George is just lighting him up now.
George pushing the tempo here.
Oh, there's that left hook.
St. Pierre. $20 seconds now. Let's see if St. Pierre opens up.
Josh Koscheck's coaches are so frustrated right now. They're screaming, let everything go.
10 seconds. Let's see if he throws one. He went for the head kick.
The thing is now, he's only seeing out of one eye, so his distance is going to be screwed up. His ability to judge distances is compromised by the fact that he's only seeing out of one eye. His depth perception, it's just not the same right now.
You got to go for it, Josh. You got to do everything. Sit still, sit still. Sit still. You got to put those punches together. You got to go forward, throw. You got the gas. Leave it in the ring.
At the very least, Josh, I want you to dominate this round, bro. Josh, you leave it all out there, bud.
Let's go. You got to go get this. Put those punches together. You got to put those punches together.
I'm going to get this round. Hey, Kyle, this round. He doesn't do well when you come forward and move your head and your punch.
You got it. You're in shape. Push it. Last one of your life, Cos. This is the last one of your life.
Man, they're trying to work on that eye, Joe.
That eye swelled up so quick, Mike. You got to wonder whether or not that's a fractured orbital. It's horrendous now.
5th and final round. St. Pierre. Dominant so far in this fight. Different kind of fight, but we're reminded of the Anderson Silva Chael Sonnen fight. They are never over, Joe.
That is true. And if George loses now, he'll forever hate you for jinxing him.
Will Koscheck open up? His corner said you have the conditioning. Bring it. What a great atmosphere tonight.
This place is deafening right now.
Thank you once again, Montreal. Just jumps into it, extends his reach.
This is easily the most jabs I've ever seen anyone land in a mixed martial arts fight. No question about it. I mean, have you ever seen a fight more clearly dictated by the jab than this one?
Absolutely not.
You know, and it just really shows you that this sport is still growing. No one's ever done this before. Now we've seen it done. It's going to happen more often. Left hook.
He landed the first one of the night. The swelling under the eye started then.
I mean, true boxing aficionados have been saying this about mixed martial arts from the beginning, that these guys, their stand-up is sloppy, they're lacking a jab, and the jab is the most important punch in all of boxing. Why isn't it being utilized more in MMA? Well, it's because with those little gloves, you can knock a guy out with one punch, so guys tend to headhunt. But an intelligent guy like George St. Pierre, who's constantly improving, adds that new weapon to his arsenal, or at least utilizes it to an extent that we've never seen before tonight, and I guarantee you we're going to see this more often now.
St. Pierre looking to load up on the right.
Josh is, he
trying to hit that home run. Can Koscheck throw it?
He's doubling. And those have to really hurt. I mean, Josh Koscheck was wincing when they were putting ice on his eye in the corner.
Now you're getting hit over and over again by a stiff jab.
He's got to be seeing lightning bolts every time that thing hits his swollen eye.
5th and final round. There he tried it again. St. Pierre. Koscheck. Up against the fence again. 2 minutes. Now less than 2 minutes remain in this fight.
Now the eye's bleeding, Mike.
George St. Pierre has grown massively during his many years in the UFC. This might be the best GSP we've seen.
And down.
And again.
And he's got his back.
Koscheck trying to get up. A knee from the champion. 1 minute remains in the fight. St. Pierre holding on. Body shots. 40 seconds. Man, it's deafening in here. 30 seconds. Here we go. Seconds.
Again with that jab.
This fight is over.
That's it.
George Rush St. Pierre.
I think even the judges can get this one right.
I sure hope so. Great show of class and respect after 25 minutes of battle inside the octagon. He is simply the best. Gutsy, courageous effort by Josh Koscheck.
And the real question after this performance might be, now what?
Yeah. What's next?
Who's going to challenge this guy? I mean, who out of all the 170-pounders truly stands out as being a threat? I mean, really.
Let's look at the fight replay.
And that is the story of the fight, ladies and gentlemen. Perhaps the most jab-heavy performance in mixed martial arts history, and certainly in George St. Pierre's career, and the most boxing-oriented display by the champion.
He had taken many men down and beaten them down. Tonight, he stands and trades And let's see who has won. We think we know. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 50-45 for the winner by unanimous decision. And still, the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, George Rush St.